A new day, another morning after, leaning back on my chair in a greasy spoon cafeteria. Last night was some beer lariness done our way, but again we're back in the light of day, chatting shit sitting at the wall table.
Hello and welcome to Steve Says So, a very excited Steve Says So. Today is Monday, March the 4th. I am eagerly anticipating, awaiting whatever words I want to use. I can't even get the right words out. Awaiting my email from WWE WrestleMania travel packages. It should come any moment. It could have come as early as Friday, just before the weekend. But it's usually it's within the first week of March that they send out the travel packages. So for all you lucky people who have already purchased your tickets and you have them in hand and you know exactly where you're sitting, you can be smug and content in the fact that you know you are already going to be at the greatest show of them all. Now, I know I'm going to be there, but I don't know where I'm going to be. So in the next video, after this one, I will be doing my travel package unboxing, which hopefully will be in the next couple of days. Last time I purchased a travel package, it arrived within 48 hours of purchasing it, so that was pretty good. But in the meantime, as I mentioned, we're on March the 4th, which means we are around about 1 month away from WrestleMania, and I am proper excited. I am 26 days away from actually leaving the country. 26, is that right? Yeah, 31. I'm leaving on April the 1st. So, as the title suggests, this is my WrestleMania itinerary. Now, I could have done this a couple of different ways. I could have told you all of the different events that are happening WrestleMania week, all the different promotions, all the different shows that are going on. There are a ridiculous amount, about that amount. So I'm not going to go through all of those because otherwise we have a 30-minute video and you probably switch off after 5 minutes. So we're not going through that one. What I am going to do though is give you a quick rundown of my itinerary. Why? Because it might give you an idea of kind of what you could do with your days whilst you're out in New York, because obviously we are going to the greatest show of them all. For most people are travelling to New York for the event, and so they're going to be in and around New York for the few days beforehand, possibly a few days afterwards as well, and might be wondering what to do with their time. And I figured by giving an example through myself and what I'm doing with my friends who are travelling out there, it might hopefully spark some ideas for your own trip and might prove helpful as well. I'll actually be landing on Thursday the 11th. You wouldn't believe how many takes sometimes these videos take. Anyway, Monday, April the 1st. Are you ready? We're going to go flying through these, excuse the pun, because I'll be at the airport on the 1st, and that was really good. I need to anyway. April the 1st, Monday, April the 1st. I will be. I'm flying out of Heathrow Airport now. As if you've watched the other videos, you'll remember that I'm doing a travel package with 3 of my friends, and they're all coming from different parts of the UK. So one is coming from London, one is coming from Manchester, one is coming from it's Glasgow. No, is it Edinburgh? It's Edinburgh, isn't it? Yeah. It's like once I get, don't tell anyone, but for me, once I get past London, because I'm a southern lad, once I get past London, everything's the north, and so it all gets a bit blurry, really. So anyway, point being is we've got this UK-wide crew heading out. That is the worst thing ever. Heading out to the United States of America. We'll all be heading out on the same day. Me and my friend from London, we will be on the same plane, so that's pretty cool. And we will be meeting our Scottish friend at the airport, and our Manchester friend, our Mank friend. Is that Liverpool? Is that Manchester? Mank, Liverpool, Manchester, like Liverpool. I don't. Anyway. Our friend from the north, John Stott, he will be landing a little bit later. And in short, we will be in our first hotel, not a travel package hotel, but our first hotel in Southernland. We will be there by dinner time, which is about 5 or 6 o'clock. Then hopefully we'll be having a quick bite to eat, a meal or something like that, and one of us is going to basketball game, I believe, at the, I think, at the Barclays Centre. The rest of us will probably be trying to watch Raw and staying awake as long as possible so we can overcome the jet lag. Right, skip on to day 2, Tuesday. So Tuesday and Wednesday, no wrestling event started at this point. That's going to be our touristy days. So we're going to be doing everything from, all of the things you would probably looked at yourself already, like Statue of Liberty, Empire State Building, loads of different things. One thing I'm doing personally for me is I'll be going to something called Hook and Ladder 8, which for those of you who are geeky enough will know that it's the firehouse, the headquarters for Ghostbusters. It's still an active firehouse. And you can't go in there, but it's cool to go down there and just, get a few pictures and stuff. So for me, huge Ghostbusters fan, that's what I'll be doing on the Tuesday, as well as lots of other things. Same on the Wednesday, lots of touristy bits, really, with the added inclusion of going to the Bronx Stadium. It's in the Bronx, not the New York Yankee Stadium. On the Wednesday afternoon, 4 p.m, there's a New York Yankees baseball game. I don't know if we'll stay for the whole thing because apparently they're really, really long, but it's really, really cheap as well. We got our tickets for the equivalent of like about £4.50 each. They're up in the nosebleeds, but it's an experience. They're like $7 a piece. So it'd be worth having a look, see if you can find some cheap tickets for that, cheap experience. So that'll be the Wednesday. So then it leads us on to the Thursday. We're warming ourselves slowly into WrestleMania weekend, and this is where the wrestling action will begin, essentially. So Thursday morning, you'll notice that the backdrop has changed, and there's a very good reason for this, because Thursday morning I will be heading to Red Hook, which is, you can't really see that. Red Hook is an area down here off of the River Hudson. Here's the Lower Manhattan area and World Trade area in New York. Here is basically central New York and roughly where our hotel is. So on the Thursday morning, we will be heading to the WWE Superstore opening. That should be taking place where Access will be taking place, which is down in Red Hook, which is a really, really inconvenient location. There's several different ways of getting there. One, a little insider tip, if you can get down to Pier 11, which is down this area, there's a boat which you can get on for $2.50 each way. And it takes you directly to the entrance, but the times aren't particularly great, so when it comes to the access sessions, it might not be the best option. You might have to just get the tube or metro or underground, whatever they're calling it, and get round to Brooklyn, and then there's different ways of getting to the convention centre. So anyway, we will be going to the Superstore opening, and then once we've been there for a little while, I expect we'll buy some bits, make our way back, drop purchases off, inevitable purchases. We'll probably spend a lot, have our wallet spanked, take them back to the hotel, and then chill out in New York for a bit. Probably look for somewhere really nice to eat, maybe visit a museum or something. And for us on the Thursday evening, we will be going to the opening WWE Access session, so that should be great. There's loads of different wrestling shows on that night, so I expect there'll be wrestling fans over the whole of New York. It's going to be a fantastic day and a fantastic evening. Brings us round to Friday morning. So Friday morning, this is where, for example, if you're in a travel package and if you've got a travel package and you're flying in that day, this is where it really start becoming relevant for yourselves, because that's the day that you'll be able to access your WrestleMania hotel. For us, it's the Marriott Marquess, which is Marquise. It sounds French and like some, I don't know. It sounds very different to how it looks, if you imagine. It's like one of those people who's on the radio and they speak and they always look different. Anyway, the Marriott looks brilliant and it's bang in Times Square. So we're right in the centre of absolutely everything. We'll be taking our luggage from our first hotel to the second hotel, and it's only about a 10-minute, 15-minute walk, something like that. So hopefully it'll be nice weather. Take our bags across, and we will be making our way to WrestleCon. So Friday and Saturday, WrestleCon takes place. We'll be going there on the Friday. A little bit underwhelmed, to say the least, about this year's lineup. There's no one really standing out, and not many people that I haven't seen before. Although I am interested in seeing Bret Hart and possibly, say, Lex Luger and one or two others. So we will go along to WrestleCon, probably spend some more money, and then, I don't know, we'll make our way back to the hotel. There's a few access sessions starting then, so you're going to have an afternoon one, you've got the evening one, there's other events going on with WrestleCon as well, so lots of people will be busy with that. With our group, one of our members will be going to the evening access sessions. They've decided not to go to NXT. I know, craziness, right? But that leads us on to Friday evening, which will be NXT Takeover, which is an absolute treat. For me, it'll probably be one of the highlights, possibly the best event of the weekend. It was at WrestleMania 33, in my opinion. So we're going to NXT Takeover. Can't bloody wait. And then we will probably get some food afterwards. It'll be a late one, and then we'll make our way back to the hotel. First night in the new hotel. That's going to be interesting. Wait for the video on that, because the bed situation is a bit confusing. If you're in a travel package with 4 people, it looks like there might be 2 large beds, and there's going to be 4 grown adults. Yeah. So anyway, moving on. Saturday morning, absolutely no way on earth am I going to be trying to get to the early access session, but that's fine because I haven't got a ticket for it. However, we have all used our general admission access ticket selections that we got with the travel package and opted for Saturday lunchtime. So we've all opted for the Thursday evening, we've all opted for the Saturday lunchtime, which starts at 1 PM. So we'll be having I guess a late morning really, big breakfast, bit of a chill out, and getting ready for, essentially we are now bang in the centre of Mania weekend. We will make our way to Access and enjoy all 4 hours of it. Now, this is where the group divides. Sadly, someone play a violin. Thank you. So at this point, 2 of our members are going to Access and then probably making their way to Hall of Fame for whatever's left of it, possibly. Again, a bit like WrestleCon, slightly underwhelming to say the least. DX would be cool, yeah, but, you know, is that worth 5 hours of sitting there? But for me and my pal from London, we will be going to Madison Square Garden for the G1 Super Show, Ring of Honor, New Japan Pro Wrestling crossover thing. Can't wait. Literally one of those life events that you know, one of the boxes you want to tick off. This will be watching a wrestling show at Madison Square Garden, the mecca of professional wrestling. So I can't wait. So that's my Saturday evening sorted, which of course leads us on to Sunday and WrestleMania. Absolutely amazing. You couldn't time that. So I was just about to say add on to Sunday for WrestleMania. And what happens? I'm not going to click on it right now, but I heard a beep in the background on my computer. I've just gone on and what's the time? 4:15. I've just received my email from WWE Travel Packages. So I was filming this and saying at the beginning I might get the email soon. I've just got the email and it says they are due to ship my travel package today. So I will get on there ASAP. I will look at the tracking number and I will begin the wait for my travel package. Anyway, we are back in the game. We've got a few more days to cover here. I'm going to get it done really, really quick. Here we go. So, the Sunday, self-explanatory. It's WrestleMania. Now, WrestleMania itself is going to be a long day. It's going to be outside. It could potentially be very cold. So, if you go and make sure you wrap up really warm. I sound like your dad. Anyway, it's, 5-hour show plus 2 hours of pre-show plus an hour waiting around to get in. That's 8 hours already. So one word of advice, and I'm sure anyone else who's been to multiple Manias will have the same advice. Eat lots in the morning. Eat as much as you can. Have a big ass breakfast. And if you can, I don't know, take food with you to kind of eat outside as well, do so. Because when you actually get into the stadium, it is going to cost you an absolute fortune for anything, even just for a drink. When I was at Mania 33, it was like $6 for a cup of water. And I mean a cup of water, not a bottle, $6. It was a joke. So I'm kind of partially expecting the same sort of treatment this time around. But it'll be WrestleMania, and it will be the greatest show of them all, maybe. Anyway, I will be getting back, hopefully getting some sleep. That leads us around to Monday, and eagerly anticipating Monday Night Raw, which will be the most sought after, watched, whatever you want to... Words don't even come out properly to explain how excited I am for that Raw. It's the best Raw of the year, usually, and the Raw that you want to be at. If you can get to any Raw ever, get to that one. But during the day, we'll be taking it easy in the morning. I will be anyway. 2 of our party will be going to the first ever WrestleMania Access session on a Monday. And that starts at 12 o'clock, I believe. But as for me and my other friend, we will probably be chilling out, hanging around, and going on some more touristy kind of things. Possibly doing some shopping for the family and getting them some presents. Which will lead us nicely on to heading back to the Barclays Centre in Brooklyn for Monday evening for Monday Night Raw, which will be brilliant. Roll on to Tuesday, last full day in New York. We have got tickets to SmackDown, so we'll be going to SmackDown that evening. But as for during the day, that at the moment is a day that I've allocated to go and buy things for people. I'm not spending the whole day doing that, so I'll buy gifts for family at home. I'm thinking if it's a nice day, I might go around Central Park. You can get a bike hire for about $20 and go around the whole of Central Park for ages and sort of chill out. There's a couple of restaurants there, so that'd be something pretty cool to do. That's the plan in pencil at the moment. And of course that leads us on to our last night in New York. I expect we'll go for a really nice meal, really go out with a bit of a bang and celebrate the week, the sort of 10 days that it would have been, or 9 days at that point, and go out to watch SmackDown. Leading us on to Wednesday, we'll have to check out in the morning, but most hotels in America are pretty good. If you ask if you can leave your luggage there, they'll put tags on and stuff and put it in a secure place, so you can go off and still do touristy stuff. Then we'll head off to the airport late afternoon. We've all got evening flights as far as I'm aware, so we'll probably grab dinner at JFK Airport. I think we're all going from JFK. I will double check. And that will be our week. And that, my friends, is my WrestleMania itinerary. If you're still here, please tune in to the next video. It will be the travel package unboxing. We genuinely have no idea where we're going to be sitting, so we are nervous but excited at the same time. Please like, comment, subscribe, all the usual stuff. Don't get any money for it, but it's just really cool to build up community. Thank you so much for watching. I genuinely appreciate it. Take care. See you very, very soon.